Hello, this is Cross the Bow. And I know I haven't made a video in ages. I would like to tell you why first. Well, for one, I've been going through a lot of states of depression lately, and I didn't want to force it on people. So, I'm just happy I'm no longer going through those states, per se. But today, let's just forget about it today, a little bit. Today, I'm going to be teaching the last lesson the last lesson of novice sword fighting. The ways of the wolf. Because my only one student, I have not heard from her from ages. So today, it's about with the shield and your wit with your shield. I don't know if I taught you how to use your wit already, but if I haven't, well, today is also that day you're going to learn about your wit. So, I'm glad to be teaching my final lesson in novice sword fighting. Hi, Monty.
Good.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. So, when you have the shield, you always want to make sure you are able to hold it like this without holding it or grabbing it too hard. You shouldn't be having your shield like this. It means it's unbalanced. The shield should always be balanced. If it's too heavy, well, you better keep it close. You should always be able to lift your shield up high. Never keep it down low. Your shield is your protection. It's your honor too. Leaving it behind is like leaving your back to a stranger. A stranger with a knife, basically. When trusting in your wit, that's a different story. Sometimes there'll be a shadow behind you and you will be able to see it in the corner of your eye. The reason with that is because you're trusting yourself. And that's an important lesson with yourself when sword fighting. You gotta trust yourself. You can't lose control of your sword fighting. You gotta stay in control. You gotta stay calm. Stay focused. If you lose focus, if you get out of control, you let your anger get to you, you will lose a fight. You will get penalized. You will end up getting more hurt than you think. And I've been in both sides of sword fighting. It hurts. And it can feel good too. I guarantee you. It hurts and it feels good. But it's up to you, the sword fighter, to see how much it can hurt you. If you got stricken by this sharp blade, I guarantee you, you will bleed and you will cry. Because you have no idea how much discipline you will need to understand how much a cut really truly hurts once it deeply gets into you. How deep it can strike into you. And I mean it. This blade is no joke. And I'm not kidding. If I were to grab one of those logs and stroke it down, it would go into it and stay into it. And it probably will get stuck into it that when I try to lift it up, the log will go with it. That's no joke. This what I'm doing here, this is not a joke. Sword fighting is not a game. Sword fighting has never been a game. It's a discipline. I teach you so that way you could understand that this is not only something that you have as a skill, but a way to defend not only yourself, but others, your brothers and sisters, within the fight of battle in your hearts. This is not a way to kill, but a way to defend what's right. If this was a game, everyone would be doing it. It would be a thing across lands to be proud of. But I guarantee you, no one's proud of it. It hurts. And sometimes you bleed. I guarantee you, stabbing myself like this can hurt a lot. And I'm not a novice anymore. From this day on, you may call me teacher. I am now teacher Ramos, or teacher Cross, you may call me. Now, on with the lesson. With your shield, you have many tactics. The taunt. Oi! Get over here! The bash. Or punch. A simple punch sometimes helps, trust me. Believe it or not, a punch with the baffle of your sword or the shield can help a lot. Or you could go with a slash and then a punch. And I guarantee you it helps. Punch, stab. And sometimes your shield, if it has a clean surface, which is a good thing if you do, you could use it to actually help your eye. You could use the reflective surface of your sword in battle if you got the time, and be able to block, switch, go back, stab. If you're gonna do a twist, you gotta better be using that momentum to use a punch, swing, then swing again, and get back into battle. Because if someone's behind you and you're going turning, you better use that time to understand what's around your surroundings. Nothing is wasted time. You should always use every second in a moment of battle as your time to shine. Nothing in a battle is a joke. And this is where being calm comes in. If people are surrounding you, don't worry. The best scenario you can do is try to get out of it. Because if you're outnumbered, there's no point in fighting. Your best case scenario is just to be on 1-on-1, because at least it's a fair fight. But if it's two on one, at least you got the shield to help you. You know, just gotta be open in that mind. Now, when you're trusting in your instincts, your sword, your shield, the shadows, hearing footsteps, I don't know, even hearing the sounds, sometimes birds. Your instincts will help you more in battle than you think. And everyone says, it's always skill, it's always skill. If it was always skill, then why aren't battles won by it? No, guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare won a lot of battles. It's not the most skillful warfare, is it? No, it's just scouring a bunch of people out, hoping that they shoot their targets. That's not tactical. It's just baffling. But you want to know what it is? That's instinctual. It's what guerrillas do. They spread out so that way they could collateral in the prey that they want. They can pick their fights. Real skill involves picking what you want. That's real skill. In the end of the day, that's what real sword fighting is about. And I feel like I just talked to a camera that wasn't recording. This camera wasn't recording, was it? No. Oh, really? I really hope this camera was recording. Well, if it wasn't, seems like it was recording. Oh, well. Recording or not, I really hope my point went across. That this was not a game. All these lessons were real. And these mistakes I made were novice mistakes. They're something to learn by. If you want, you could teach your own class. But remember, If you're teaching a class, this is not a joke. You're teaching people how to defend themselves. And one day I'll be teaching a bunch of teachers. And then I'll become master. And then one day knight. But remember, when the green dragon rises, the wolf follows by instinct and conquers. That is all for today, students. Dismissed.